Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Dragon Force 2, part 32. We just recruited Sanus and friends. We've officially united all of Legendre, except not quite because there's still some holdouts. We're going to be getting to that in just a moment, but first, is there anybody here with high intelligence that we'd like to recruit? That actually wants to join us? Not just yet. Not just yet. That's fine. We have another week to go on the item we're currently making. I believe I gave out some items last episode. No rewards though. Got 29 Ostia statues, 16 dragon statues, 12 herbs that I'm probably not going to need to use anytime soon, if at all. I would like another ghost crest right now, but let's see what we can hand out of these. I think everybody who I want to have mages has them at this point. Everybody who I'm actually using. A lot of good characters here, but just nobody who's on my team right now. I might turn those falcons into dragons, so I'll hold off on that. But maybe I'll give out one of them. Is there anybody who really needs a flying unit badly? Again, I want to hold out for falcons for him. That's the only thing. So, anybody else? He has birds already. I think we went through this before, didn't we? I gave everybody birds, and I think I'm going to stick with that. Varley, except we have Varley now, so we want to give him something good. Sure, we'll give him falcons. It's either that or birds, and we've got plenty of bird users at this point. Probably want to give him ghosts and zombies at some point too, or dragons even. But we only have so much right now. Hilda, I might want to bring her back into the fray. Take use of her MP and her healing abilities. Let's see. Not using these guys. Maria, haven't seen her in a while. Time to bring her back into the forefront of the action, along with a couple other folks. Soldiers, I'm probably going to use most of these crests for forging ghosts and possibly harpies to make chimera. I'm not entirely sure. Got a few centaur crests, can definitely hand these out now. Got everybody we're going to get at this point for the most part. Again, there's a couple of secret generals who still haven't shown up yet. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Who here am I going to be using? Nobody here. Sanus. She can have centaurs. She seems to have an affection for robots anyway, so it's fitting. And yeah, she can use all the robot types too, so yeah, there you go. They do put some thought in mind when they decide what generals can use what troops, it seems. Let's see. Some good generals here, just nobody who's really on my team right now. You know, I think I need to switch out with something else. Chimera, at this point, are not going to be that useful for her. Fujimaru, I was going to use him, but at the same time, I've got plenty of other stronger people at this point. Now, Megumi, because she has healing, might be useful, so we will give her a stronger troop type. I will save that last Centaur crest just in case. I want to give it to somebody who I don't have access to at the moment. I don't know, maybe something will change. We will give him standard horseback as well. So many good people. There's more good people in this game than you can really get around to using it effectively. Unless you just really want to spend a lot of time power leveling and grinding and whatnot. I personally do not want to do that. Anybody else here? Stefano, just for good measure, we'll give him those. Varley, we will give cavalry for good measure. He's going to be spending a lot of time in the caverns coming up. Anybody who has access to any of the horseback units that you plan on sending in caves, you probably want to do that just because more than not you're going to be fighting ogres in those caves. To a lesser degree you will be fighting chimera, but mostly ogres, so you want to be decked out appropriately. I think, well, maybe I can hand out some archers too. Who can use archers? That would be worthwhile. In other words, who will I be using? Megumi. That'll be for the chimera, though. A lot of good generals here. It's unfortunate we won't get to see more of them for too much longer. And yeah, Ashigaru, you know, you get all these crests, you know, who can even use them, you know? Now, awards. First, we're going to look at the people who want awards that either aren't going to get any or don't need any. She is doing pretty good, but you know what? I will boost her horseback. Why not? I will boost his nothing. I like him 50-50 there with 2 strong units. I think we'll stay with that for the time being. We'll give you more dragons because that's all you can get. You will get more zombies. Will be useful for what's to come. And for now, I will leave him with what he has as well. And Shu, you're not getting anything. I'm sorry. You're not going to be very useful for what's ahead. Stefano, we will slowly build up his cavalry. Slowly. It's not a priority right now at any stage of the game. And he can... what am I going to do with Barks? Deal with ogres or deal with Chimera? I think we will have him... deal with the Chimera, possibly. So to do that, we want to give him more... He really needs a good flying unit. Problem is, Chimera and Airbots are not very effective against Chimera. That's the only flying units he has. I think I want to just give him Ghosts pretty soon. He'll keep what he has for the meantime. Not really sure what I want to do with him. Barley hasn't seen any action yet for us, but we're going to be using him pronto. So we want to make sure that he's got the appropriate troops. I think that's good for right now. Sure. We'll give you 1 award. We'll give you more of them. You will also get more of them. A couple of them, in fact, because you did fight quite a few times. And he will keep what he has for right now. And let's go back up to the top real quick. I know this isn't too exciting, but you know, this is part of the game. And I don't want to cut anything out as much as I can help it. Adovak, you need more of everything. So 60 for right now is good for you, I think. I like having 1 extra award just in case somebody needs extra troops stacked. And we're done. Probably going to experience some more hijinks in a minute here, so let's see what happens.
これでドグル族にも対抗できるとは思うが。めでたしめでたしってところか。とし生ける者すべての魂をこの魔剣の前へ差し出すがよい。
死の舞踏を踊るにはふさわしく美しい世界。
ここの空気は私にはどうも合わないようです。そうですね。今日それが足りない。時は来た。我らは悠久の時を闇に沈み、呪詛の言葉を刻み続けてきた。地上の虫けらどもよ、もう女神の加護はないぞ。我はグランデル。大陸が
闇の力を得たログル族はあんなに強大な力を。怖いです。
And she said she's been scared so many times in this playthrough. That's the first time it sounded genuine. Gangus is currently here. Sanis, you need to switch out right now. And for now, I'm probably going to put her back on mages in a bit, but for right now, that'll work. Varley, we definitely want to be dealing with you. We can with mages as well for now. Stefano, we'll leave him with what he has, actually. And instead of mages, possibly ghosts. Nah, we'll keep mages. And I'm gonna get our people in position. Now, I'm gonna send one group led by Gangas to keep the story moving, and send 2 other groups to deal with a couple of caves, which I'm either gonna continue in the next video or just hold off until the next video, because got a bit of story there, so this video's already well on its way to hitting the mark. So let's see. Gangas, and who is tough? That really is not well suited for the cavern fights anyway. She would be good for that, but she's only level 10 right now, not at her strongest. So we will actually pair Gangas with Sanis. Basically anybody who could use the level ups. And I was wrong, Marcus doesn't have a level 20 ability. His last ability is at 15, so he's close. We will send him along. Stefano and Shin will definitely be sticking around for the caverns, as will Varley. Though actually this fight would get him level 10 and get him all set up for the cave. So actually, that's what I'm going to do. Because Varley's going to be a big piece of that strategic puzzle. We want to include him on that raid for sure. So Gangas, Marcus, Sanis, Varley, and I will probably send one other person that will meet up with them along the way. Because we want to take back Allah's castle, where somebody is holed up now. So we will meet up at Sarah Aku. Put it on fast. Who else can go with them? Bart's, let's see. Probably one of the monarchs. Who is not going to be in the caverns is what it comes down to. Who will be the least useful is what it comes down to there. Probably Adovak at this point. So we will send Adovak as well. And he will be the 5th and final member of that team. So everybody meet at Seraku. Got it? Good. And who's here? Seamus? Oh, okay. They're both high intelligence, so what I'm going to do is move them in this castle. Start moving some people for searches. Got Agnes there, which is good. She's really quite excellent in that area. Winston, we boosted his intelligence, so he is good for that as well. So we want to take one person here, someone we're not using. They'll go to Crossnoble. We're just trying to find items at this point. We've got more than enough people for searching extensively. Seamus will go there, and do I have at least one smart person here? Avarice is not quite there, but Fauna is. So the caverns that I want to deal with are going to be Lyrian and Urusum in the Highland region. So what I want to do is start getting all my strong people together. First, I'm going to start with the ones who are separated. Carl, where is Carl? He is here. We will move him at Gray. All of these people will meet at Gray. Avarice, Fiorina, And maybe Nolt. He'll be a tank, but we'll go there. Meeting up with Gray. We will deploy Nolt. And I wanted captives. I'm going to take Gal Hazard in case he decides to join. We're going to meet up at... Don't want to run into that castle, so I guess we're going to meet up at Kale. We're right back where we were. We're sending Note to Kale when the unexpected decided to happen. And another strong person that we want to use would be... There's a couple that I'm thinking of right now. I'm thinking of Hilda, and I'm thinking of Megumi. Hilda is way over here. I do need to send somebody else with high intelligence to Richun because that castle has some good items that can be found. I want to keep finding those. Thunder crystals for one. So who can go up there and take her place? Let's see. It's probably more than one person here. Yeah, if I can send somebody here, we'll send a couple. And well, he'll just be there for building purposes. He is not going to be finding anything anytime soon. We will take Hilda, and I'm not sure which route she's going to take to get there, but we're going to have her meet up at Kale Castle as well. Slowly assembling a team there. And Megumi, where might you be? You are already in Kale. Well, that's perfect. So it'll be somebody who's low level. Might be Lifa. But is there anybody even lower level? You know what, let me just check here. This is an easy way to see what level everybody's at very quickly. Anybody level 3 or lower? The lower the better. Schneider, where are you? Okay. We're gonna take Schneider. And we're gonna move him. We're gonna get him in position. We don't want to engage that castle, so he's going to wait right there. And Agnes, since you're already over there, we will move Agnes to Gray, and in her place will go somebody with high intelligence. Kozue, you know, I kind of want to keep using you, so is there anybody else here I can send? Not anybody I really want to at the moment, actually. That's Carl. Who's here? Nira. We will go ahead and move you into silver. Gangas's group is pretty close to Saraku. And is there anybody else that I'm forgetting who would be useful? Oh, where is Gonzalez? He's probably up with Avaris's group in one of these castles. Probably overlooked him. He's somewhere here, right? I know I kept him in on the action, didn't I? Oh, Gonzalez, what have I done with you? I know I haven't forgotten you, have I? Okay, you're here with Valshina, who does have healing. She'll be useful too. And Maria. So we want to send somebody else strong. You know what? We will send Maria and Gonzalez as well. Bender. They can meet in Kale Castle as well, and Valshina can go to silver for the time being. In this castle, we have everybody we wanted to be here. First, we'll restock, give him more of them, and switch out those robots for cavalry, because we can. And he needed more troops, so he's got that. He'll keep what he has. You know, just because we'll boost her up. Now, Gangas, Barley, Marcus, Ottovac, and there was one more, Sanis. There you go. And it shouldn't matter, but because I can, Karen is going to take charge there. Domestic will happen before we engage them. In preparation for what's ahead, I will go ahead and send Schneider forward. And we want to send him there. Wait, no we don't. We don't want to send him there. And we don't want to send him there. We want to send him here. Ganges, you get there first, right? Yeah. By a little bit. Speed through these real quick. We should have a new item. And the nice thing about items, when you equip them to somebody who's in the mood, or let me try that again. When you equip an item to somebody who's on the move, even though they're not at a castle, any effects that they receive from the weapon or item will take effect automatically. So, for example, we now have, I believe, a light book. A book containing secrets of light magic. Boosts intellect and magic. MP +3, defense +5, intelligence by 20, and boost the charge rate by 50. That's insane. So that'll instantly max out a caster's charge rate. It'll be at its fastest. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Now, I should give it to Sanis, but at 18 MP, and look, she has Kathmandu fighting for her. That affects her strength and intelligence. That's why she's stronger and more durable than you might expect for her class and just her size. You know, she's a 15-year-old girl, very small, very frail, but look at her stats, you know. Just because when Kathmandu joins her, that beats her up a bit because he fights alongside her. All that having been said, Varley is going to be seeing a lot of action. He's only got 10 MP, so we're going to give that to him for now. But we can make more, so it's not a problem. We got 2 extra books, not including what other people have equipped right now. And I'm going to go straight to recreate. If I can make another one of those, I'm going to do that. Let's see, we made the best claws in the game. We've made the best sword in the game. I think the next order of business... Oh, I've already made a Dragon Crest. So, what am I missing? I have Falcon Crest. Do I not have any more gold ore? Because if so... No, I have gold ore, and I have power crystals. And I have Falcon Crest. So... Oh, right. I need dragon scales to make dragons. And I don't have any dragon scales. That's what it is. So, I guess I'm not going to be making those this turn. But first things first, we want to recreate the light book. A couple of those, in fact, I think. Yeah, I think 2's good for right now. Let's see what else we can make. Let's see. We'll make another silver claw. And I can't make another death... Oh, because I need dragon scales, don't I? I wonder if there's another item besides dragon scales that I could use for that. You know what? I'm going to make another zombie crest real fast, and I think I'm going to attempt that. I might be wasting materials, but, you know, hey. Gotta live on the edge a little bit. But before that, I'll make a few more items. Just because. We'll make another Hayabusa sword. And again, can't make any dragon materials because, you know. And I could have made a shield, actually. And nothing else here I want to make right now. So, new project. You know what? Rather than that, let's come back to that. For right now, let's actually stick to making weapons that will be useful. Now, Kaede, what does she have right now? She has a regular katana, so now that she's, you know, in the middle of everything, we want to go ahead and give her a better weapon. We'll do the same for Autovok and everyone else. So, new project, we want a katana, iron ore, always use iron ore for katana making. And we want the crystal that... Oh, we do have thunder crystals, excuse me. I thought we didn't have any. Only takes 2 weeks to make, so that's another reason we want to do that. Really fast. Anybody with high intelligence wanting to join? Galahazard, thank you. And he's on his way to a castle we want him to be at, even better. Karan, not quite, still holding out. I don't think I want anybody else, except Barbering would be okay. Let's see, what do you say? My body may be metal. Yeah. And I don't think there's anybody else here I'm really interested in. Oh, Borgal. He has intelligence over 70, so for that reason, I'm interested in him. He's not going to join just yet, though. That's fine. Didn't need him. Got 2 extra light books. Gonna give one to Kozue. Make her completely insane. And the other one, who needs some more? Carl or Hilda? I would say Hilda. Sanis honestly doesn't need it right now. She will get one eventually, but for right now, I think she's doing just fine. So, I haven't been using these guys this playthrough. That's unfortunate. Bender's kind of maxed out his usefulness for the time being. We will give it to Hilda, sure. Give her a bit of a boost. And weapons, we've got a Silver Claw, which we can temporarily, and he's got a Death Claw, that's good. They all got, okay, so basically I just got to make Death Claws. Really. We'll give it to Santiago then, fine. Yeah, we'll give it to Santiago. He's probably not going to see any action, but whatever. It'll just be collecting dust. Masamune, that's a good placeholder until we get something stronger. Provided anybody can actually use it who I'm using. Okay, Robert. He might see some action just yet. Holy Rod, yeah. I think everybody who can use those that's worthwhile has one. So, awards. The new Zombie Crest, who can use those that we want to give that to? I think I will focus on Ogres for Varley, so who will go up against Chimera often is my question. Valshina is a strong candidate because she already has 50 ghosts. Brr. Carl. Zombies and Bergman. I wonder how they would fare together. I wonder. Not about to find out just yet. Let's see. Possibly Kaede. If you were a higher level Curie, I'd probably use you. I'm thinking Gonzalez. We will give Gonzalez zombies. And not because he almost looks like he could pass for a zombie either. No, we're not playing any games. We love Gonzalez. We respect him. And we admire him for good reason. And just to get you in the double digits. I've got so many statues now, I don't want to hoard them too tough. But I could just go crazy and just give them all to one person. Just give them insane MP. Focusing on my Monarchs right now. Carl, he really doesn't need it, but we'll give him one more for good measure. 16 seems like a good minimum for high-end casters. Ganges, being the Monarch, I want to make sure you've got a good amount too, so 14 is plenty for him. Kinsera really could use more, so we'll give him 14. That should be plenty for right now. Kozue has MP regen, not too concerned about you. Gonzalez, get him in double digits. All my starting Monarchs will have at least 14 MP. That's what I've decided. Just now, that's what it's going to be. Shin is going to get a lot because Knife Toss is very useful. And we'll give him 28. That's insane, but just you wait. He's going to get much higher when it's all said and done. Stefano still has plenty, but he might get more soon. Tsubaki, I'm surprised I haven't been using you much, but just haven't had a need for you, really. Notes. I should probably give Notes something good because he is seeing some use. 5 MP is going to be enough for him. And again, all my Monarchs to 14 minimum, so we'll meet that. Varley's going to learn a lot of MP as time goes on, so I'm going to hold off on him. He has MP regions as well, so it's somewhat wasteful to give it to him. She has 16. She's doing okay for the time being. Doesn't need more. Fiorina, boost you up. And let's see who else. Looking for Maria and Marcus. Definitely want to boost them up. Oh, but I got enough to get them all in double digits. And because I don't ever like to use up my last one so quickly, I will save that other one, I think. Yeah, we'll save that last one. Always like to have at least one. And there we go. I think this video is just about wrapped up. I'm gonna save the game here. In fact, get everybody set up for the next turn of events. Don't have quite enough time to get into this fight just now. Except, how many people are here? 3? Yeah, 3. I tell you what, I will speed through the 2 Goonies, and I will leave Gaul in. And that'll be it for this video. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do that. Because the other video is going to be so long with the cave rating. Yeah, we met you already. Silly, silly bear. Kongen. And 100 ogres. We're going to try Sadness, see if she can do this. Oh, and it's a mage, so good. No silence means she can just use Water Ball to her heart's content. And if she gets in trouble, she can heal herself. So there you go. Now she doesn't have MP regen, so she's not completely overpowered like Varley, but still she has so much MP. I mean, come on. If you know how to use her, yeah, you won't have too many problems. That's why I say starting with her is kind of like easy mode. It's between her and Shin. They both have a pretty easy campaign. That's one reason why I haven't really used her. She's really the only Monarch I haven't played with extensively to this point. And I also just, you know, out of all the Monarchs, I find her one of the least interesting. So, but you know, that's just personal preference. I don't dislike her. It's just, out of all the Monarchs, she's the one I'm least inclined to want to use. I mean, she's a good character, but you know, she's really overpowered or easy, and that takes a lot of the challenge out. I like a good fight, and I don't know, she's so similar to Reinhardt, but just, you know, early adolescent girl version of him. You know, and yeah, she's, you know, sweet and innocent and fun and all that good stuff, but I don't know, I just don't find her character that appealing or interesting. But, you know, like I said, I don't dislike her, just, definitely rather go with the Gangas or Bards or Kaede even at this point. Kaede is very much slowly warmed herself to me. At first I was just kind of indifferent to her, but she is actually, she's a fun character. Even if she is this game's joke character. Much as Gangas was, or not Gangas, Gongos was in the first game. Because those names are so different, aren't they? But no, let's see, I'm forgetting somebody. Rennie, I actually do like Rennie. She's cool. Shin's cool. Don't like using him too much because, again, his game makes things very simple, but as far as a character, yeah, he's a cool guy. And Avis ain't that bad either. He's not that bad. He's okay. Outside of them, who am I missing? It feels like I'm missing somebody. Oh, Otavok. Yeah, Otavok's okay. He's also not a favorite, but yeah, I don't dislike him. He's no Junon, but, you know, he's not bad. None of them are really bad characters, I don't think. Not the main Monarchs. I think they all have something going for them. And I wouldn't think anybody was crazy for preferring any of them over the others, because they all have something worthwhile going for them. And we want to take a time out of attacking to do that. Later on, she'll learn the Charm spell and Revival, I'm pretty sure. Surprisingly, she doesn't learn anything like a Meteor Panic. Well, probably her final ability, but that's in-game, so, you know, not talking about that stuff. Taking a chance here, not healing, but I think she can hold out. Mostly because her charge meter fills up so quickly. And you see Kathmandu there fighting with her, making things a lot easier. If she didn't have him, she'd probably be dead by now. I'm not going to take a chance. I'm going to heal. Just in the off chance this Aqua Ball does not finish him off. But we got this fight. And I meant to speed this up originally, so I'm definitely speeding up the next fight. Kind of got wrapped up in the fight there. And see, this is the benefit of having 18 MP. And that was before even giving out any Ostia statues. See, I could have finished it there. But, you know, you don't always want to take that chance. Because we've seen what the floor looks like too many times before. Though a lot of that was off screen. But hey, it's not my fault the recording got messed up. Sartak. Or we'll say Sartak. Sartak with 50 and 50. Obviously not using her anymore. Otavok. None of his troops can attack the Chimera, but they would make short work of the Ogres. Do I want to take a chance? No, I don't. No, I don't. We're going to see how strong Brawley is by pitting him against Gaul, actually. So, in the interest of getting... Oh, man. We'll give it to Marcus. We will give it to Marcus. Really want to get him up to level 15. So, we'll see what we can do. Now, I'm not sure who I'm going to put in that last fight. I wanted to get Brawley some experience, so I might still do that. But I do want Gangas to get to level 20. But there's still plenty of fights to come, so I'm not concerned about Gangas. He'll be okay. He really will. And we're gonna, you know, kick it into high gear here, so let's do it. really don't know what was going on there. I really couldn't tell my chimera apart from his chimera, so things got really confusing at the end there. I regret putting them on melee so quickly. I think that sort of steered the fight in another direction, but it worked out because now I can give Varley some easy experience without having to send him against Gaul, which I really didn't want to do. Marcus will just have to wait for his level 15, I'm afraid, because things just didn't go my way there. And we're gonna speed through this fight as well, so let's do it. Sartak was slain, leaving only Gaul. 62 HP, and he doesn't have healing, does he? No, and he's only level 10, so yeah, he doesn't even have his most dangerous stuff right now, so I'm really not concerned about him. He's, 14, and he's weak to light magic, and I have Aura Shot on Ganges. Oh, not even a fight. But yeah, funny thing about Gaul, in my playthrough with Kaede, he's level 20 or higher, so he has all of his spells. Now, near the start of the fight, he thought he was being clever. He used Grim Reaper on me, which I forgot he could use as well as Stefano. I think they're the only two characters who have access to it. So he whips out a Grim Reaper, but what was dumb about it was the timing of it. He used it at the very start of the fight, before he had even really begun to move his troops. And on top of that, he stalled until both of us had our meter full before he used it. So, you know what I did, right? Both of our meters being full, I basically just threw out an Aura Bomb immediately. So before any troops could exchange blows, he was laid out on the ground. You know. And it was his own fault. What you doing? Bowstone? He gave me the win, basically. And I could not stop laughing. It was the strangest thing that I've seen the AI do. It was hilarious and beautiful and wonderful, all at the same time. Kinda like this is gonna be. Oh, look at that damage. Look at it. Shiny. Sparkly. Shimmering. And he's just gonna try to... yeah. He's basically trying to outspark us, but... he's just not strong enough to last. He's got the MP, but that's about all he's got. What good is MP if you don't have the energy to use it? Or the energy to stand up. And Gaul has been captured, so they say. Ruination, end of the world. It's getting kind of old. How many times is the world going to end, really? Sanus and Varley. Varley gets Aura Shot, which is what we wanted, and more levels on top of that. Fantastic. So that worked out pretty well. Didn't get something from Marcus, but everything worked out well overall. We will leave them there for the time being. I believe that's Snyder on his way to kill. And is everybody there ready to go? Now we have Gal Hazard, but really we're sending out possibly Tsubaki, maybe, but definitely Note as a damage soak. Megumi. Okay, so we're still waiting on other people to get there for sure. That is not everybody that I wanted there. But here's somebody. Yep. That will round out that castle. But where is Hilda right now? Very quickly, because I know this video is over the time. Okay, she's on her way. She is going to the right place, so that group is getting things together. Oh, in order to advance the story more, we're just going to temporarily move them here. I don't think anything's going to happen, but just to be sure. Can't proceed, but I might have had to have at least attempted in order to keep the story kicking. I'm not sure, so we don't want to create any unnecessary dead space. So these next few videos are probably going to be longer than the norm, but you probably could guess we're closing in on the final chapter of the game here. We have this lost country or continent that just rose up out of the water, which represents the Zeldokia or Dark Elf Nation. By the way, that strange guy who just showed up in the cutscene, yeah, he's the #1 big bad head honcho. So say hello. I know we haven't heard about him much or seen him yet, but there he is, poking his head up out of the dirt, saying hello, saying hi, checking in on things. So we surface dwellers have a big fight on our hands underway. So right now is the stage where we begin our preparations. So yeah, these next few videos are going to be long, but you know. And there we go. Our latest instructions are to head for the Great Tree, which is in the Spirit Temple in Moon Palace. Pronto. Can do. One more week for the katana. Really fast. Anybody want to join? No. And no. And finally, yes. I was expecting another no. So that was basically just getting another person who could search. Awards. Let's see. Who could use them? Who needs them? Carl, I will be using him, and he needs more soldiers for sure. That's enough right now. Kaede is kind of doing okay. Ganges is fine. Sanus needs more though, so we'll give her more. And Varley, possibly he'll get this last one. I'll just go ahead and use it up. Let's see, what are we giving him? We want to give him more horseback. Got more statues, which is nice. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and use those actually. Pick up right where we left off. We were trying to get all our starting generals to around 14. Didn't quite have enough for Maria and Marcus, so we'll try to rectify that. Maria now has over 14, which is good. Marcus, right behind her. So we'll call it a day right there. Gonna save our game once again, and we're gonna save here. Alright, and that'll about do it. In the next episode, we're going to check out that great tree and keep the story moving along, see what's happening. And after that, we'll begin our assault on some caves, pick up some prizes, cash them in, or possibly hold on to them. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and see you soon.